So here is a quick little video just to get everybody up to date on the Villa of Martinique Homeowners Association. We had a April 11th meeting where Joyce and Alice actually ended up leaving or served their term on the board, and we had the election, and we ended up having Bree and Jody joined the board. So, couple highlights from that meeting. Let's start out with the review of the ACC committee irrigation plan that was put in place. We ended up tabling it at this time. Just got to be too expensive for what we have in the budget. The stucco work was to be done and has been completed since then. The tree trimming proposal, we accepted two different proposals. We picked one, and that has now been completed. The CC&R amendment on the short-term rentals, you might have seen a mailing come to you on how you'd like to vote on the short-term rentals if you wanted something that was going to be 3 months or more on a short-term rental. At this time, it has not passed. The resealing of the streets, we did get that done. Of course, you've seen that done and completed, and that project has been done. We started talking about pool shades, and there was a motion to look into the pool shades and stuff like that. I went out and I bought a couple, 3 umbrellas and 3 umbrella stands at the pool. Anybody can use them. Just put the umbrellas away when you're done. The umbrellas are locked up into the bathroom. So if you want to use an umbrella, just go into the restroom. They should be sitting in there. Go ahead, use them, but just put them away when you're done. And then Mike wanted to explore some more ideas for sunshades and a little bit more of a permanent structure for that. So that opened up that conversation also. The other thing that came up was we've had the gopher problem, especially alongside the golf course. We asked the golf course to help us out on that or do something on that. They weren't real helpful. They were kind of reluctant on that, matter of fact. So we ended up hiring a new company to come in there and take care of the gophers, and so far it has been working, and it's something that we've seen a good reduction in the gopher activity. So hopefully we'll stay on that, and we'll keep you abreast of that. We've been having a problem with speeding cars coming through the neighborhood. If you don't know, the speed limit's 15 miles an hour through the neighborhood. We have a lot of kids and people walking their dogs and stuff like through the neighborhood, so be aware of that. There's been talk about putting some speed bumps in along the neighborhood on the streets. That would cost some money, and it'd make things a little bit more difficult. I think the best way and the cheapest way is let's just, be mindful. Try not to go any more than 15 miles an hour. Enjoy our neighborhood as you come through it. You see a visitor come through, tell them to, slow down if they're speeding. Delivery trucks, UPS trucks, FedEx, whatever. Just tell them, hey, we need you to slow down in these. So that was the notes from the April 11th meeting. July 11th, we brought the board up to snuff. Bree actually is now the treasurer, and Jody is the secretary I took the role as vice president, and Roxanne is now president. We called the meeting to order, and we had discussed the financials. Our financials are, we're going to have to deal with that here in the future. Everything has gone up. Inflation's affected everybody. We're getting higher bids on all our maintenance and pool chemicals. Water bills are continuing to rise. Anything that has to do with running the development has been going up. So we're going to have to be taking a look at that here in the near future. So that will come in on our next meeting is going to be October 10th. So please join that Zoom meeting if you want to know more about that and what direction that we're going to take. A couple of the highlights from that meeting was the CC in our committee just updated that the stucco work was done. We had some rules and regulation updates that I know that you got a mailer with the new rules and updates. Biggest thing is slow down in the neighborhood. I think that's one of the biggest things that came out of that. And you know, be mindful about no overnight parking on the streets. We have some parking spaces towards the back of the development or the front of the development, whatever you want to call that area. Just use your common sense there. The gopher issue was brought up again. We decided to increase the services because we had seen that it was working. And then Mike had talked to us and gave us some proposals for the sunshades and some sails and maybe even a cabana. So we were looking into that. It is a little bit more expensive. We'll just have to see where our budget falls in the next coming year to see if we can't do something. I was going to repaint the pool area, but got a little blowback on that. Didn't have anybody that wanted to help me with that, and a couple members thought it should be professionally done versus me just going in there, power spraying it, and repainting it new fresh. So I'm just saying that we'll probably look at having that done professionally in the future. The next thing that's going to be a major thing that you might be want to be aware of, we're going to be coming up on a couple of years here. Every 4 to 6 years, we ask all the residents to start thinking about repainting their homes. There are some selected colors that are on the approved list. Please reach out to Michelle and ask her for those colors, or one of us on the board. We can provide that to you. But that is going to, we're going to start sending out notices in the next year or two on when we'd like those homes to be repainted. We want to keep everything fresh here. And that pretty much is everything that's kind of going on in the community. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me, Roxanne, Jody, or Bree, and we'd be happy to help. And we'll leave all that information down below in this video. Thanks, and have an awesome day.